Tesla just made another controversial change. They've removed Autosteer, also known as Autopilot, from the standard Model 3 and Model Y in North America. But here's the strange part. On Tesla's own website, there's now a small footnote that might hint it's coming back. If you visit Tesla's US comparison page, under the driver assistance section, you'll see this tiny number 5. Scroll to the bottom and it says features subject to change. Now that might seem small, but this could mean Tesla's already preparing to walk this decision back, especially after all the backlash. In this video, I'll show you exactly what's changed with the new standard Model 3 and Y, what's missing, what's new, and what this little footnote might really mean for future buyers. So as you can see, we're on the US storefront on Tesla.com, and this is the order page for the Model Y. So all you want to do is click view and compare features, and then you want to go ahead and click compare models. So we'll circle back to this later because this is going to break down everything that's changed on the lineup for the standard Model Y and the Model 3. But first of all, let's get to the exciting news. If you scroll down, you'll find the driver assistance section where on the standard trim it clearly states all that you get is traffic aware cruise control compared to the premium rear wheel drive, all wheel drive and performance all wheel drive models that come with Autosteer as standard. However, if we follow this footnote to the very bottom of the page, you can see here that it says features subject to change, and note that this footnote has been placed directly next to the driver assistance section. If we head to the German storefront for Tesla.com and follow the same steps, we can compare all of the features of the EU trims. And interestingly enough, they have a section here that says included in all equipment versions. And at the very bottom, you can see basic autopilot is included in every single version of the Model Y. However, if we go to the very bottom of the EU page, we can see that they do have the footnote number 5 that says the features listed above are subject to change. However, do note that this footnote isn't actually visible anywhere else on the page. It's not linked to any specific feature. So essentially what this footnote is saying is that any of the features listed above are subject to change, but it is not directly next to basic autopilot. Compare that to the US comparison. You can see here that the footnote is directly tied to the driver assistance section, which obviously relates to traffic aware cruise control and auto steer. So I think it's safe to say that Tesla are definitely leaving the door open to bring back auto steer in the North American market for the standard trim of the Model Y and the Model 3. Like I'd said in a previous video, it doesn't take a genius to realise that this is going to receive a lot of backlash. And this could have been a move from Tesla to drum up free publicity. As the saying goes, all publicity is good publicity. And it certainly worked in Tesla's favour here, because as many of you guys have been commenting, people are really pissed that Autosteer is not included in the North American version of the standard Model Y and 3. It's almost like the North American customers are being punished for having a somewhat usable version of FSD compared to those in Europe and Asia. But while we're here, I thought I would just go through all of the features that actually come with the standard trim of the Model Y and Model 3 so you can see what is actually missing with this trim. So Tesla are obviously advertising it as the most affordable trim, which it is in the Model Y and Model 3 lineup, but it's maybe not the most affordable EV or what we all expected from Tesla as an affordable version of the Model Y and 3. However, if we look at the range, it's actually fairly competitive. The rear-wheel drive version is very similar to the premium all-wheel drive version, and at 0 to 60 in 6.8 seconds, it's still clearly got some powerful acceleration. Interestingly enough, Tesla have added this external power feature where they've now added the vehicle to load feature for the performance model. So this feature allows you to power AC devices directly from the battery on the Model Y. However, this feature is currently not available for the performance trim of the Model 3. With the standard Model Y, you can supercharge up to 160 miles in 15 minutes, which again is fairly competitive compared to the premium rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive options. Obviously though, there's a massive downgrade when it comes to audio quality. You get 7 speakers with the standard trim of the Model Y and no subwoofer. Compare that to the 15 speakers and subwoofer that come with the premium and performance trims. FM radio has been removed from the standard Model Y and Model 3, but I do believe that you can access FM radio through apps like Spotify, so this isn't really a massive downgrade. We now have an 18-inch wheel option with the standard Model Y. It comes as standard with the 18-inch aperture wheels, or you can upgrade to the 19-inch crossflow wheels. And in terms of display, you still get the same 15.4-inch first row touchscreen that you get in the premium versions. All that's missing is the 8-inch second row touchscreen. Now in terms of the interior, this is another massively controversial decision by Tesla. The standard Model Y now comes with a closed glass roof. Yes, that's right, it still has a glass roof, but it's closed from the interior. Tesla have also referred to this as a covered glass roof, where they've put a liner on the interior so that you can't actually see through the glass roof. Compare that to the panoramic glass roof that comes as standard with the premium and performance models. However, this could be a welcome change to some of you guys out there, especially if you live in a very warm climate. Some of you don't benefit from the panoramic glass roof and have to purchase aftermarket sunshades in order to stop the baking hot sun coming into your Tesla cabin. We can also see that they've removed the customizable wraparound ambient lighting from the standard trim. The Model Y's center console is also being updated, where they now have an open center console design in the standard trim compared to the traditional center console with extended storage in the premium and performance models. And you no longer get power adjusted steering wheels. You now have to manually adjust the steering wheel. In regards to decor, the standard Model Y now comes with a textile decor. The premium versions have a micro suede and textile decor, whereas the performance trim has a micro suede and carbon fiber decor. And sadly, with the standard trim of the Model Y, you no longer get the HEPA filter and bioweapon defense mode. Instead, all you get is a particulate and odor filter. With regards to climate control, the second row now has to manually adjust the air vents, compared to the premium and performance models where you can obviously adjust the airflow via the second row touchscreen. Big changes have been made to the seating. The standard trim has the dual tone with textile and vegan leather, compared to the perforated vegan leather on the premium and performance trims. You still get first row heated seats in the standard Model Y, but you do lose the ventilated seats. However, that's maybe not a massive deal because you no longer have the panoramic glass roof, so the interior cabin should be cooler overall. And with the standard trim, you do lose out on the second row power folding and reclining seats. All you have now is manually folding seats, no reclining function. And obviously, you get no heated seats in the second row with the standard trim compared to heated seats in the second row for the premium and performance trims. Moving on to the exterior, obviously you can tell with the design of the standard trim, you lose out on the LED light bars and it's been replaced with standard LED headlights. And with that comes the removal of adaptive high beams. You only get auto high beams, so those matrix lights have now been removed from the standard trim of the Model Y. And one of the strangest features that Tesla has deleted is the power folding and auto dimming side view mirrors. Apparently the standard trim of the Model Y is the first new vehicle to be sold in North America with manual folding side view mirrors. It's almost like Tesla are taking a step back in time here, which is a bit strange because they're meant to be the brand of the future. And sadly, with the standard trim, your ride comfort is being affected too. It comes with passive shock absorbers compared to frequency-dependent shock absorbers which come included with the premium versions. And the performance model has electronic continuously variable shock absorbers and different drive modes. And obviously, as we've touched upon under the driver assistance section, As it stands, all you get is traffic aware cruise control. Auto steer has been completely removed. However, as we've mentioned, that very well could come back in the near future. But on the bright side for you guys in North America, included with all trims in the interior, you still get 2 wireless phone chargers which may or might not work depending on your phone cover, 5 USB-C ports powering up to 65 watts, aluminium and premium textile details, first row power recline, and footwell and door pocket ambient lighting. The 8 exterior cameras still come as standard, and the trunk has a hands-free power open on approach. And obviously, in terms of climate, you can adjust the air vents via the first row touchscreen. And with all the trims, you still get the following features included with every single Tesla, and these are some of the features that makes Tesla stand out from the competition. In terms of comfort, you've got heated steering, heated windshield, custom driver profiles, automatic easy entry, and ultraviolet infrared protection on all glass. In terms of safety, you've got automatic emergency braking, forward collision warning, blind spot collision warning, and lane departure avoidance. With regards to entertainment, you can enjoy movies and shows on your favourite apps in the Tesla Theatre, play games in Tesla Arcade, and learn about anything in the world with Grok AI. And as always, via the Tesla app, you can lock your car, unlock it, preheat and cool your vehicle directly from your phone. And charging on the road is still super simple. Just enter your destination and Trip Planner will automatically navigate to supercharging stops along your route. And the super useful dash cam and Sentry mode is included with every single Tesla, including the standard trim. Moving on to the Model 3, we can see that the range is the exact same as the standard Model Y at 321 miles. But the 0 to 60 is actually faster at 5.8 seconds. And in terms of supercharging, you can actually supercharge up to 170 miles in 15 minutes, compared to the 160 miles gained in 15 minutes on the standard trim of the Model Y. In terms of audio, you've still got the 7 speakers with no subwoofer. And again, FM radio has been removed. When it comes to wheel options, it comes as standard with the 18-inch Prismata wheels, or you can upgrade the 19-inch Nova wheels. And just like the Model Y, you get the 15.4-inch first row touchscreen, but the 8-inch second row touchscreen has also been removed. And again, the customizable wraparound ambient lighting has also been removed from the standard trim of the Model 3. And yes, you will also be manually adjusting your steering wheel. You've got the same textile decor in the standard trim of the Model 3 as you get in the Model Y, and passengers in the rear will have to adjust the air vents manually too. Similar changes have been made to the seating of the standard trim of the Model 3 with vegan leather and textile inserts. And again, the first row seats are heated, but the second row seats are no longer heated. And again, when it comes to folding your side view mirrors, you're going to have to do this manually, and you don't get the auto dimming function. In terms of suspension, the standard trim of the Model 3 comes with passive shock absorbers compared to the frequency dependent shock absorbers on the premium trims, and the electronic continuously variable shock absorbers and track mode that comes with the performance trim of the Model 3. And again, with the Model 3, we can see here that under driver assistance, all you get is traffic aware cruise control, but that 5 footnote is still there, so this very well could change, and we might be seeing Autosteer coming back to the Model 3 and Model Y standard trim. But it's good news for the Model 3 in terms of the glass roof, because the panoramic glass roof has remained in the standard trim of the Model 3. And interestingly enough, you obviously get the LED headlights, but you do also get auto and adaptive high beams with the standard trim of the Model 3, whereas the Model Y no longer has adaptive high beams, so those matrix lights are actually included on the standard trim of the Model 3. And you never actually got the HEPA filter or the bioweapon defense mode in the Model 3 trims, so the Model 3 trims all come with the particulate and odor filter as standard. So overall, the standard trim of the Model 3 sees less reductions than the standard trim of the Model Y. It's got the same range, great acceleration, it supercharges even faster, it comes with the panoramic glass roof, and it even has the matrix headlights. So overall, the standard trim of the Model 3 actually looks like a pretty good deal at this price point. So yeah, right now it looks like Tesla's quietly testing the waters with this driver assistance footnote. Maybe keeping their options open if the backlash gets too much. Either way, it shows how quickly things can change in Tesla's lineup. What's removed today could be back tomorrow. I'll keep an eye on this and update you if Tesla makes any official changes. In the meantime, I'm curious, do you think Autosteer will come back to the standard models, or is this Tesla just covering themselves legally? Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, a quick like really helps this video reach more Tesla owners. I'll see you in the next one.